confidence.
Carlo, Kiyan Sobhani from Managing Madrid. A lot of the dialogue about tomorrow's game has been about set pieces. Specifically, Real Madrid being poor, defending set pieces this year, Arsenal having strengths, exploiting opponents in set pieces. I'm curious, what do those conversations look like in training? How do you prepare for something like that, a problem like that?
Of course, they are really strong, really dangerous in this situation. We try to defend as better we can. We have also to take in consideration that when we have set pieces, we can create damage because we scored 3 goals in the last 2 games on set pieces. And so this is important part of the game, and then there is all the rest.
Nice article in the Managing Madrid blog. Wonderful lads that do a great job there. And worth reading about that man there. Karim Benzema needs to rest, and the numbers reveal why.
Times ended up almost looking like a 6-3-1. Some very good writing about that on the Managing Madrid website. First-rate podcast as well. Of course, Valverde was a huge part of the equation.
What's up, Madridistas, and welcome to the Managing Madrid Podcast. Kiyan Sobhani, your host here outside of the Emirates. If you're on YouTube, you can see the scene behind me. This is actually kind of the most gimmicky journalist thing I've ever done in my life. I actually have a tripod, and I'm speaking into a microphone clipped onto my hoodie, which I just purchased. Usually, it's more informal. I like to walk around with my iPhone, and the camera's not steady, and I'm not in a microphone setting, and that's what I do, and I just upload it. So here you go, a little treat for you guys today, a little bit more professional. I just got outside of Real Madrid's training session. It's been a jam-packed day. Got to London this morning, went to the gym, and have not eaten yet. It's like 9 p.m., I think, in London. Went to the gym, took a shower, walked to the Emirates, and went to Thibaut Courtois' press conference, went to Ancelotti's press conference, then went to Real Madrid's training session, which was super cool because we were very, very close. Usually we're a little bit more distanced away, but today it was face-to-face, basically pitch side. If you're on my Instagram stories, you would have seen how close we were to the players. And then I did a podcast with a massive Arsenal podcast, which I will link in the show notes if you're interested. It was kind of him interviewing me about the Real Madrid side of things, so I gave him as much insight as I could. So here we go. After all that rambling, I'm going to give you 3 bullet points, and we're going to keep it short because we got a big day tomorrow, and tonight we got to upload this ASAP, rest and recover and eat, and then back to the grind tomorrow at the Emirates for something I'm really excited about because this is my first time here at the Emirates. It's been a cool experience so far. Point number 1, where does Ancelotti use Fede Valverde? Because that has a lot of domino effects. Ancelotti was asked about kind of Fede Valverde and right back today, and he said that we have to evaluate, basically I'm paraphrasing, we have to evaluate where we need Fede the most. And of course, the tricky thing about that is that you don't have Tchouaméni, Ceballos is still not back yet. Where do you need Fede? Obviously, you need him at right back. You might need him in midfield, given the absences we have in midfield. But no matter how you parse it, no matter how you spin it, no matter how much you look at it, the pros and cons of where Fede is, Lucas Vazquez cannot be on the field tomorrow. Cannot happen. So I would still just leave responsibilities and trust in Camavinga and Modric. And of course, Jude Bellingham will be flying all over the place. Rodrigo in a deeper role on the right wing. And put Fede at right back because you cannot risk Martinelli running at Vazquez. You might, get him in Saka if he starts. I'm not sure if he's going to start yet, but he may start and he could switch flanks. If he stays on the right, he's still going to give whoever's at left back for Real Madrid hell, probably Fran Garcia, because I'm assuming Camavinga will play midfield. And Camavinga did not look great against Kubo against Real Sociedad. So I'm going to guess Fran Garcia has the Saka duties plus Odegaard on that side and hovering, playing surgical passes. Martinelli on the left side, going at hopefully Fede Valverde and not Lucas Vazquez. It's a big decision. I started with that bullet point because the ramifications, if you decide to put Fede Valverde in midfield, the dominoes of that I think can be catastrophic. You're already down a goal or two if Vazquez plays right back. with Martinelli and Odegaard feeding passes to him. And their young left back, forgive me, his name is slipping right now in my head. The 19-year-old kid is also looking really good at left back too. So where does Fede start? And the implications of where he starts are super important. Second bullet point, set pieces, which was the opening clip to this podcast. I asked Carlo about it. Unfortunately, and really I didn't expect him to go into detail and tell me, this is how we're going to stop Arsenal set pieces. But I was just kind of curious how much they've been ruminating on it and how much they've been working on it. Because as I literally stated in my question, Real Madrid have been poor defending set pieces this season. And you heard his answer. Now, to be fair, with Gabriel's absence, he is a huge set-piece threat now that Arsenal don't have, despite how ingenious Arteta is in drawing up some of those set pieces. Also, to keep in mind and to be ultra fair, I really don't, and this is why I'm not a coach, so I'm allowed to not know the answer to this. But I would be hoping that someone who is an elite coach knows the answer to this. I'm not entirely sure how you do prepare for set pieces. There are just basic conversations you have. You want to go zonal or you want to go man marking. Man marking to me is a more efficient way of doing it. That weird set piece we conceded against Valencia, I think it was the Diakhaby goal, that was originally Modric's man. And so it wasn't really pure man marking. Diakhaby just shakes him off and then just runs undetected. That was more zonal. So there's conversations like that you want to have. But part of the reason that Arsenal set pieces have been working is that they're not like these predictable set pieces. They're not something you can plan for. They're pretty ingenious. It's almost like a NFL special teams play. Like you really don't know what's coming. It's a blitz. It's an unorthodox play. So I don't really know how you prepare for that. Again, that's not my expertise. I'm assuming that Carlo, fingers crossed, has that figured out. Courtois also spoke about that they were going to. They talked about it on yesterday's training about the Arsenal set pieces. So that's my bullet point number 2. And bullet point number 3 is really how do Real Madrid approach this game? And I think when you get into that danger zone of you're kind of pressing, which never works because with Real Madrid far too often they go into this mode of kind of pressing and a high line. When you're kind of pressing and you have a high line, you're going to get blitzed with 1-2 passes and you're going to get torched. Courtois is going to be facing breakaways. Asensio is going to be putting out fires. Rudiger is going to be putting out fires. So can you stay compact defensively and break in transition? Arsenal are really good at defending in transition and getting numbers back quickly, even when they're out of position. They rotate very quickly. They are a very, very, very tough nut to break. And I think, we speak so much about Atletico Madrid's defense and how hard they are to crack and how little space they give you. Arsenal are not easier, So a lot of that will come down to Vinny versus Ben White. Vinny versus Ben White is a big matchup for me because Ben White is someone who can get under Vinny's skin, who can defend well. And Vinny has to win that matchup, even if it's for a moment or two, to just get some individual brilliance and cook them. Super important. All right. I'm going to wrap it here and leave it with you guys. Just wanted to give something out quick. These pre-game the day before from the stadium are always kind of bonus. I kind of leave it up to chance to see how I feel, what my energy is. Do I want to record something or not? But in the end, I always decide to put something out because something is better than nothing. If it's only 7 minutes, then you guys just tune in and enjoy it, okay? We'll see you guys tomorrow. I'm going to try to do a live stream before the game, like maybe 45 minutes to an hour before, from the stadium, some pregame thoughts, go over the lineups and stuff like that, so you can join me live on YouTube. That probably will not be posted on Spotify or Apple. So if you listen to the audio-only version of this podcast, that's totally cool. That's where most of you guys are. Consider tomorrow just hopping on YouTube instead, because YouTube, you'll get the benefit of the live stream live from the Emirates, and that won't be posted on Spotify and Apple. And then, of course, we'll be there after the game. It's going to be a big, big night, okay? One last reminder. If you're in London, I've been getting IG messages of like, hey, can we see you? Can we meet up with you? Like, guys, I'm so busy, I can't. This is literally why Thursday I planned an event to see you guys. It's literally for you guys. I want to see you, okay? So that way we can just organize it and have a placeholder. We're going to hang out Thursday night, okay? If you want to come hang out with us at the bar, watch some games, record a podcast, hang out, RSVP, I put the link in the show notes, okay? Much love. Hala Madrid. Peace out from the Emirates.